uh, multiple championships, but they both are so dominant. Um, I know they had a little sit down. They was talking about they were arguing because they both want to be so dominant. They both want to be great. They both want to win, and that's why they kind of gelled together outside of everything else that you might have heard that they were going through. But those two guys were selfless. They both had a competitive spirit within themselves to will their teams to win. And I think me and Bron's the same way. We're two guys who want to win, no matter the circumstance. We both want to. We both want to make sure that we do whatever it takes to help our team win. And when you got two guys that's selfless, and it's not gonna always be pretty. Um, sometimes we're gonna argue. Sometimes we're gonna have disagreements, but we know it's coming from the right place. But when you got two guys who want to win as bad as we do and want to be dominant every single game, you have games like tonight, where two guys able to score the basketball, able to rebound, and able to find guys. So it's rare you see it. We know we have something special with us too, and with this team, and we just try to capitalize on it.
Match up the pair, you guys and them. Who's Shaq? Who's Kobe out of you and LeBron?
He's Kobe because he handles the ball, and I'm Shaq because I play in the post.
Frank was saying no matter who Miami has in their offense, they're just really tough to guard and obviously put up 39 on you guys in the third quarter. What about their offense kind of forces you guys into uncomfortable positions, and where do you feel you guys can make growth in 2 days?
They just play so free. Everybody's moving, everybody's cutting, everybody on the floor is live. Everybody just kind of do random things. So it's tough for the defense. You really have to talk. You really have to communicate. You really have to know what schemes you in. And they put a lot of pressure, on the defense. For us, we got to do a better job on, communicating on the defensive end and being in coverage. Talking in the coverage and making sure guys know what we're in. We can't, assume somebody's going to be somewhere. We have to talk and relay the messages and the defensive schemes and the calls to one another, so we know that. So we let the other guy know, what we're in, so we don't have too many hiccups and too many mistakes. In that third quarter, we had a ton of open layups, ton of open threes, and they made us play.
Hmm? Sorry, Dan?
Yeah. All season long, the message has been stay in the moment, don't look too far ahead. But here you guys are, 2 games from the goal that you guys set for yourselves at 12, 13 months ago the season began. How important is that stay in the moment message for you guys, specifically right now in this?
It's huge. I mean, this team has shown, in both games that they're able to, fight back, even when they're down 20, 30, whatever it is, they're able to fight back and make plays. So we can't get too high, especially with this team, and they didn't even have their, 2 of their top scorers, 2 of their best players. So they always had that next man up mentality, and they come and they play every night. They play hard, play physical, they play aggressive. And so we came in tonight and said this is a must-win for us. We're going to come in next game and say it's a must-win, and the next game is a must-win, and so forth, so on and so forth. So we know what this team is capable of. I think they had 4 guys or 5 guys, 15 plus. Guys coming off the bench, scoring, playing well. So we have to lock in on those guys and show them respect as well, which we do. But this team can play, and we have to be wary of that and just make sure that we come in and get better in all our defensive schemes, which is going to help us win.
You guys have obviously figured out how to compete at a high level in this weird environment, but I wonder on a night like tonight, your agent Rich Paul was here, Jeannie was here. You got family members of different players. Are you drawing any energy at all from the folks off the floor, or is it something different where it's the hardwood and that's it?
We don't even. It's kind of dark over there, so you don't really see them. I'm not sure if they're allowed to make any noise or anything like that, but we really bring energy from ourselves. Our bench does a great job of bringing us that energy. Cheering for us. I mean, you see all the, animations our team, does on the sideline. Jr., Dion, Dwight, JaVale, all those guys are coasters. All those guys are the first ones up when we make a big play. So that's where we kind of get our energy from within each other and go out there and play as hard as we can. When you got a team like that who, who's always cheering us on and celebrating when we make big plays, you find a little bit of extra energy, even when you're tired. I know sometimes when I'm running up and down the floor and, you might get a little winded and I see them guys cheering us on, yelling, screaming at us. You find that extra energy to do whatever you got to do to help the team win.
Yeah, I'll take a couple more. Tanya?
Hey, Dee, you mentioned earlier today just the concept of it's not always pretty. Sometimes sometimes there are disagreements and arguments a little bit, but the ultimate goal is positive, and that's why that's not a big deal. I wonder if that kind of played itself out today during the game. Were there moments when you and LeBron were disagreeing about something that was going on, and how
Did
did
y'all see?
a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just try to both hold each other accountable. We both want to be great. We both want to, dominate the game. And we had some blown coverages on the defensive end, and we're both frustrated. So we had multiple coverages that were blown tonight, and we just all piling up, and we kind of just had that moment, put it behind us and just kept playing. So, like I said, it's not always pretty. It always seemed like everything's good with me and him, but we do have our times where we do yell at each other and we do argue, but we know it's coming from a good place, so we get over it quickly and move on to the next play. But they're just two guys who really want to win and just and have a love for the game.
All right. The last one for you, Mike Trudeau.
Hey, Anthony, just wondered what Miami is doing is really trying to keep you guys out of the paint. You were able to get there regardless, maybe some on the offensive glass, but what does it take discipline-wise to not just take the threes against the way they're trying to play?
It's tough because we're open a lot. They want you to shoot the three, and our shooters were a little bit off tonight, but we hit some big threes to kind of keep that lead. But we're doing a good job of getting in the teeth of the zone and finding guys. And we're going to continue to encourage our guys to shoot those shots. If you're open, there should be no hesitation whether you should shoot the three or not. No matter if you're 0 for 10, 0 for 8, whatever. We want you to keep shooting, because we know those shots are going to fall for us. And when we get it in the middle of the zone, this team likes to run zone. So when we get in the middle, it's about making the right read. Myself, Brian, and Rondo usually in the middle of the zone, and we're either going to find our shooters or have layups or find a guy that's going baseline to baseline. So when we get in the middle, it kind of opens things up for us. But it really opens up when our guys are making shots. And like I said, we're going to continue to encourage those guys to shoot. Whether you miss 4 or 5 in a row, we have to make them honor that shot, and they're going to fall for us.